All right, what is going on, everybody? Tonight I'm doing something a little bit different. As a kind of a special treat, I just had 5,000 or over 5,000 people raise their hand and subscribe to my YouTube channel. They've apparently I'm putting out content that people are finding interesting enough to actually want to subscribe and watch the videos I have coming out. The problem I have is I want to put out more content. I want it to be timely, and I'm also a full-time real estate agent. So I want to get more information out to everybody that's watching and appreciates this content. And so what I'm planning to do tonight is I'm actually doing kind of a mini live. I just have two topics that I want to discuss that are kind of like breaking news items here in San Diego. And whether you live in San Diego or you're considering move to San Diego, I think you're going to find both these pretty dang interesting. So that's exactly what we're doing tonight. So let me know if you found this helpful, if you enjoy this kind of mini live that I'm doing, because if you do, I'm going to keep doing it. I want to hopefully put out 2 videos a week, and that is my goal so that we can get more and more information to all of you. So if anyone's watching live, I appreciate you. What is up, Craig? Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you. All right, so the first topic that I wanted to talk about is, if I can get my screen going here. So the Port of San Diego makes space for Topgolf on waterfront site opposite San Diego Airport. This is quite a mouthful of a headline, but basically the Topgolf, who has been trying to get into San Diego for many years, and it sounds like we're actually getting to a point where they've selected a site and they're making some headway to get a location here in San Diego, which would be huge news. And I've actually never been to a Topgolf. So if anyone listening right now has been to a Topgolf, I'd love to know kind of what your experience is going to it. But they have over 60 locations. I think about another 11 that are actually in construction in the US right now. These are massive attractions. This would bring over 500,000 people to this venue every single year. And it's going to be located in one of the most prime locations in all of San Diego. It's like a combination of a tech company venue and a golf driving range. And I know if you aren't into golf, it doesn't really matter, because the people that I know that have gone to Topgolf and checked it out, some of them are into golf, some of them are not. Everybody has fun because they really make fun and have games with golf and integrate it with some really high level technology as well. So that is very interesting. And if you can see, if I can pull this up again, so you can see this is what they are showing is what it's going to kind of look like, because it's located in Harbor Island, which we're going to go over here. So you have the backdrop of San Diego, downtown San Diego. So the location, this is why it's so special. If you look in San Diego, you have downtown San Diego here. You have Coronado Island. You have Point Loma. You have the San Diego International Airport. And then you have Harbor Island, and you have Shelter Island. Now, Shelter Island is actually pretty developed already. It has restaurants, it has hotels. There's kind of a lot to do over there. But Harbor Island is not super developed. There's a lot of parking lots. There are a lot of docks for boats. There is, I think Costera is over here. But the location that they're looking to use is right here, kind of on the base of Harbor Island. So right here, right now, this is really just a parking space and storage space for car rental lots. So it's really not being used as a prime real estate. What is going on? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Nick Parisi, what's going on, man? It's good to see you in here. So anyways, Topgolf is coming to San Diego. It sounds like very, very likely. So they're actually owned by Callaway, which is a San Diego company. So there's a very good chance that they could turn this into kind of their flagship operation right here in San Diego. So it's going to be interesting development. It's going to be interesting to see how this starts to develop over time. The next steps are they need to submit a formal project description before the commissioners can sign off on it. And then it still needs to go through environmental review. So there's still plenty that needs to happen, but we're definitely moving in the right direction. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Well, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Abadaliz? There's no way that is your name. We're going with Ali. What is going on? Thanks for commenting here. All right. So the next thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is kind of real estate related. So San Diego's home price drops for the first time this year. Now, this is something that we've been talking about a lot on my channel is what's going on with the market. We all know that, you know, homes have been on the market for longer. We've been seeing price reductions, actually waiting for the statistics to come out as far as if prices are going to drop or not. It just delays everything. So now we actually have evidence. We have hard data that shows from the end of May to the end of June, the median home price in San Diego went from an all-time high of $850,000 down to $825,000. So it's not a huge drop, but we are starting to see prices drop. And after 2 years of heavy increases and over about 10 years of home price increases, almost nonstop here in San Diego County, we're starting to see some relief. And I can tell you anecdotally, I'm starting to see it more and more with my clients as well. So a lot more options as buyers, price reductions, finding motivated sellers that are willing to potentially accept an offer under asking price, or getting different concessions, asking them to buy some points to pay your interest rate down when you purchase a house. We're seeing all this stuff. And I can tell you, it's not going to end yet. I think the projection is the prices are going to continue to go down a little bit more from where we're at right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of months. I can tell you, I'm going to have my good friend Derek Evans on a week from today. And also Jeb Smith. A lot of you know these guys if you're watching YouTubers here in Southern California. They both have outstanding channels. So I'm going to have them on and discuss in further detail what's happening with the real estate market. It's always nice to get other opinions on here that aren't just mine so that we can have full discussions and answer your guys' questions as well. Costco is also coming to the Escondido Mall. Not as cool as Topgolf, though. Yes, that is awesome. Everybody loves Costco. What is the lowest average median price? So you see it dropping to? Not quite sure what you're asking there, Craig. What do I think it's going to go down? Here's the thing. If we're making projections on what's going to happen with real estate, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. There's so many unknowns, right? And I get comments on my videos every single week that say, I'm a moron and that prices are going to drop by 50%. I definitely don't think they're going to drop by 50%. But I give you my projections. I give you my analysis based off of, all the stuff that I'm reading, all the people that I follow, and also what I'm actually experiencing with one-on-one interactions with my clients, talking to other local agents. I have a huge network of people within this industry that I'm constantly talking to and analyzing together what we believe is going to happen. And, if I'm going to make a projection, I'm going to say, I think right from where we are today, we're going to see prices continue to drop a little bit. I don't know how much, maybe up to 10%, maybe even 15%. But I think when we get a year from now, prices are going to be right back to where they're at today. That's kind of my projection. Again, I mean, I could be off by 10%, give or take. I don't see it really going much farther than that because I can tell you buyers slowed down a lot the last month and a half. Now they're starting to pick up again. I've been busier with new clients in the last week and a half, 2 weeks than I've been in a long time. And I work with a lot of buyers here in San Diego, and a lot of them, some people have been forced out because of affordability, but a lot of people were just hanging out on the sidelines because they wanted to wait and see what was going to happen. And now that they're seeing more availability, they're seeing more options, they're seeing price reductions. As a home buyer in San Diego, as long as you're going to live in a property for more than, at least 4 or 5 years, you have a really good chance of gaining equity over time, starting to pay off that 30-year loan. There's a lot of benefits of buying right now. And that's what we're seeing, that people, especially if you have the opportunity to be a little bit patient, maybe put in a couple of offers and get one that's at the right price for you and for your family. All right. Gas at Costco has already dropped a bit. Gas everywhere has dropped a bit. It's actually getting under $6 now, which it's crazy that seems like a huge win, but it is a huge win for us. Elizabeth, what do you think about UTC area? Interested in purchasing single family condo, but don't know where to start. Do you have recommended gross income level for first time homebuyers? So yeah, UTC area is really great. I think I was talking with the last episode I did with Bern McGovern. We actually dove a little bit deeper into UTC. It's a fantastic area. It's kind of a college area. And I think over time, you're going to get more and more demand. So if you're looking for good investments, being close to schools is always going to be really good. Also, being a little bit more central is going to be really good. There's now the trolley goes up to the UTC area. You have the UTC Mall. There's major developments. You're close to the coast. I mean, literally, that's one of those areas that hits every single bullet point for a solid investment. So yeah, I think that is a fantastic, fantastic area. And then recommended gross income level. It really depends on what specific homes you're looking at, what your needs and wants are, how many bedrooms you need. There's so many variables that I can't just give you a number unless I know some more of the specifics. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me. My info is down below, and we can talk about some of those specifics for you. Awesome. So I have all of these articles down below. Again, just so you know, you can read these articles, both Topgolf, I keep wanting to say Top Gun, Topgolf and San Diego home prices dropping for the first time this year. Both these articles are from the Union Tribune, which is a great resource here in San Diego. I really appreciate everyone that tuned in live today. If you have been to a Topgolf, I'd like to know if you like it. Every single person I've talked to that's been to Topgolf thinks that they're just absolutely an incredible experience. So I'd love to know what you think. And if you found this helpful, this kind of just short live where I'm going over some really newsworthy topics that are worth telling you now, as opposed to waiting, potentially 1, 2, or 3 weeks to make a video, send it to my editor, get it edited, and get it uploaded, I'd rather give you the news right away. So hopefully they start to get a little bit more smooth, because this is my first time kind of doing it like this. But if you found this helpful, I will continue doing it. I appreciate everybody who is watching. I appreciate you being here. If you ever have any questions or anything I could do for you, don't hesitate to ask. All right. Cheers.